You know, what is it with comedy sequels that just seem to not be as good as the original comedy? Why is that? Ted 2, I really hope you're as good as Ted 1 or even better. I hope. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is the sequel to the first Hot Tub Time Machine that came back, I believe it was 2012. You got Rob Kerjray, you got Clark Duke, you got Craig Robinson, you know, the party animals that just get in the Hot Tub Time Machine, go back in time and do a whole bunch of crazy fun shit. And now they got a sequel in order to make it feel fresh and make it feel like it's gonna be as good as the first one. It doesn't do that. And by no means, guys, this movie, I'm afraid, is not as good as the first one, but it is still an enjoyable movie. I'm gonna just review real quick, guys, because I'm gonna say that there is a lot. While there is some good to say about the movie, there is some not good to say about the movie, but the movie is still enjoyable. I still believe that you will have a great time watching this movie. You will enjoy it. So let's get into the pros and cons of why I think that you should go check out Hot Tub Time Machine 2. It's out this weekend, so let's talk about it. First of all, the acting in the movie. Acting in the movie is actually, it's what you would expect by this brand of actors in this kind of movie. If you've seen the first Hot Tub Time Machine, then you know what you're getting into with the second Hot Tub Time Machine. It's just how it goes. My man Rob, who's Lou and everything, you know Lou is still crazy. I feel like Lou kind of tuned it down a little bit in this movie. He wasn't as out of his mind crazy as he was in the first way. He kind of turned it down a little bit, but it was still good. Clark Duke as Jacob, he was also great too. He had a lot of comedic moments in the movie too. Clark, he was great too. Of course, my favorite actor, I'm not racist, I'm not biased, but I'm just gonna say my favorite actor among the movie was, of course, Craig Robinson. He was great in the movie because he was so laid back. I say that Craig Robinson is always the black guy in this kind of movie that just plays the black guy in this group, in this kind of group and shit that would be in this kind of movie. Craig Robinson, he was awesome. But the acting movie is pretty great. Okay, next plot of the movie. The plot of the movie is where I'm going to probably get into a con a little bit. The plot of the movie pretty much is, I'm going to say it, and it's going to kind of be a spoiler, but there's no way to say this without a spoiler. Pretty much after the events of the first movie, you got Lou and everything living the good life. Everything's great for him until mysteriously, like, he gets shot. This is a spoiler right here. He gets shot in the dick, and you didn't see this in the trailer, but they showed him getting shot in the dick, and it was just like, ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Pretty much they go back in time to find out who shot Lou. So pretty much it's like Clue, I guess, find out who shot Lou and what time period. So pretty much that's the plot of the movie. Find out who shot Lou. That's the plot. But it's pretty much more or less, it's like an adventure in its half, but then the plot of the movie, that aspect kind of gets lost throughout the middle part of the movie. You don't really figure out like how that all went down till the end of the movie and shit. When you find out who did it, and it's just like, okay, well, yeah, whatever. It's kind of anticlimactic. It's just like you're not thinking about the plot while the movie's going on. It's not a bad thing, but it is still a thing you gotta talk about. One positive thing I will say about the movie is that the comedic dialogue in the movie is absolutely great. The jokes in the movie they're very hit and miss. Some jokes are gonna be like, oh, okay, that wasn't funny. It's like the movie was trying to be funny, but the movie wasn't funny at all, so the joke was just, no. When the movie wanted to be funny and actually hit the joke on the marker, that when it was gold. It was awesome as shit. One of my favorite jokes in the movie were a lot of the pop culture references, and you know, they go back in time and shit, and they start changing shit and everything. So you got a whole bunch of pop culture references and shit. And the pop culture references were good. Some were still hit and miss, but the ones that did hit, they hit hard and they were good. Chemistry between these three, they're still really great, which is why I'm glad that the one dude from the first one, he's not in it at all. He's mentioned, but he's not in the movie at all. They did bring it with my one man and everything, and he was not bad in the movie. I felt like at first I was like, oh god, he's just in this movie because we need a fourth person in this movie to just have a fourth person in this movie. But he actually plays an important role in the movie. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. He plays an important role in the movie. So with that being said, it was like, okay, I see why you're here. Ending's worth talking about because the ending was actually great because they actually do a montage of them going back in time and everything and all different shit they do and all different pop culture references they do, and that was actually pretty good. And in the end, I'm gonna say that Hot Tub Time Machine, it is a good movie. It's not perfect. Some of the jokes are hit and miss and everything. I'm gonna say that if you enjoyed and loved the first Hot Tub Time Machine movie, you love that shit to death, you're gonna at least halfway like the second one. I'm not gonna say this is no way better than the first one, but it's still an enjoyable movie. You still enjoy the cast and the jokes that hit anyway. You'll still enjoy them. And so in the end, guys, I'm gonna say the Hot Tub Time Machine 2 gets a 5 out of 10, which is a good time, one time only. So if you saw Hot Tub Time Machine 2, what'd you think about it? Did you think it was better than the first one? If you thought it was better than the first one, put in the comments section, let me know. If you didn't think it was better than the first one, then put in the comments section, let me know about that. Let's just talk about Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Let's talk about it. Remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.